figured you wanted that.
Yeah, I'm always interested.
You can take it. You can take it if you like. I don't need it.
It's only municipal.
I already read it. I already read through it. The only one that was important to me was the big commercial one right there.
Ah, very good, very good. Yeah.
That's that is Cordelinos. I don't think there was another commercial one, was there? I thought it was interesting to see that there's 7 pools going in. People are saying they're hurting, but 7 pools are going in.
To me, home improvements are a good sign too. Last year we were in a world of hurt, and now maybe things are loosening up a little bit too.
I'm surprised to see as many decks as well, not that many, but still decks are. Wood go through the roof and everything. So.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that part of the revolving loan fund, or some kind of credit available for improvement? No, I'm thinking of the lighting. I apologize.
Oh yeah, yeah. Only I guess I could put that's a good report too. There is one business that did decide to take advantage of that and put it out. Yeah, yeah. Industrial pump and repair. Excuse me. How's it going? Oh man. Did you get
Quit? I don't have anybody working that can quit.
You looking for more people yet?
I am looking desperately, but it's hard to look when I'm acting in that position. I mean, I can't look to see if there's any applicants. I can't call them. I can't talk to them. I can't interview.
Where I get my allergy shots at IBCH, 3 nurses have quit in the last year there. RN, 2 of them got out of the RN profession completely, which I thought was interesting that you do it after the crisis has been solved.
Well, it's because of bureaucracy.
They're not happy with it.
I understand why you did it, to tell you the truth.
Mm.
I get it, but I'm just here to tell you that I'm tired. I'm working at least 60 hours a week, and then some. Like Friday morning at 4.
More admin, because you got to get your admin done first before the job.
I have to get my immunization count, which is mandated. I have to get it done, and that's every day 4 hours. The clinic starts at 8, so.
You got to get all the admin done so you can do the work too.
Well, the admin stuff I take home and do it. I know you.
Oh.
It's not that I can't, but I can't make phone calls. I can't,
You're going to have to go to your board and just start saying, I'm going to have to start turning away. I don't have staff to.
I've cut hours. I've cut provider hours.
Wow.
Because I don't have staff to support them. And I've let them know. I'm keeping track of how many hours each week I'm closing the clinic early, or providers voluntarily taking a vacation day so we can, it's ridiculous.
Do you think it's due to Uncle Sam giving out a little too much yet, or other things in the medical profession?
No, I think we have to say 75% of it is the fact that people make more money staying at home than
Oh, you
going
think
to
so?
clinic.
Even for professional that makes sense to me for for diner people and stuff like that. That makes sense. But for
My biggest holes are reception.
Call the Oglesby City Council meeting to order.
Here.
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 Here. Pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. We are going to have a minute of silence for departed commissioners Bruce Vernetti and Rose Zumbross. the July 6th, 2021 regular meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the July 6, 2021 regular meeting.
Second.
Augubright.
Aye.
Cullinan. Curran.
Aye.
Yasi.
Aye.
Rivera.
Aye.
Public comments on agenda items. Being none, we'll move. I'll need a motion and second to approve bills as presented for payment.
I will make the motion to approve bills as presented for payment, and it is from 7/7/21, not 7/6/21 for the invoices for this meeting. There was a little typo.
I'll second.
Augubright.
Aye.
Cullinan. Curran.
Aye.
Yasi.
Aye.
Rivera.
Aye. Approved second quarter building permits in the amount of $247,685.
I will make a motion to approve the building permits for the second quarter in the amount of $247,685.
Second.
Augubright.
Aye.
Cullinan. Curran.
Aye.
Yasi.
Aye.
Rivera.
Aye. Approve 1169-071921 and ordinance appropriating funds for the 2021-2022 fiscal year.
So has there been any changes from last year?
There was a couple that we sent for recommendations for capital outlay for electrical stuff.
These were all decided by your auditor, who went through all the accounts, took information from certain departments, I think, about intended improvements and things that you anticipate maybe doing in the next year, and then added fluff on top of that, because this is not a budget, it's an appropriation ordinance. You're not authorized to spend money during the fiscal year unless you've appropriated for it. So he just tried to cover your bases on what was anticipated based upon what you spent in the past, too.
Okay.
When I looked at it, I didn't see anything that,
No, nothing,
Stood out
nothing
at me.
major either. Okay, so I will make a motion to approve ordinance 1169071921, an ordinance appropriating funds for the 2021-2022 fiscal year.
I'll second.
Augubright.
Aye.
Cullinan. Curran.
Aye.
Yasi.
Aye.
Rivera.
Aye. Is there anything under old business?
I guess there's one. I was gonna have it in my report, but we had during our long meeting, we had some residents come and talk about the no parking per side. We decided that we found out that we can make that change. We didn't have enough time to get into the ordinance, so I think we're looking at probably August 2nd, we're gonna be able to get it done. So those streets that'll get modified, we're looking at is Florence, South School, Morris, Prospect, Jordan, Jones, and Lehigh. And again, that's changing them from no parking on either side to parking on a single side. Hopefully, we'll have that the next meeting.
At the last working meeting, we discussed about reviewing the ordinance book and going through chapter by chapter. I was hoping that we could have recommendations from the commissioners before the next working meeting for the first chapter.
If that's all under old business, we'll move on to public comments. Commissioner reports.
Taxes are coming in now, so that helps the city financially, and that's all I really have tonight.
Carrie?
Over the weekend, the Trident facility had a ceiling come down in one of the offices. There was a lot of mess to clean up, plus obviously the ceiling repair, and I believe Amy has taken care of calling somebody to work on that piece. I have heard that there have been some complaints regarding our garbage pickup, or in some cases, people getting missed altogether and not getting their garbage, recycling, or leaf pickup. So I reached out to our contact person and spoke with him. Like many businesses, much like the business I work at, he is, during this COVID year, he has had people who have left, basically 4 out of the Ottawa division, and one of those 4 people happened to be the one that was assigned to Oglesby. So what's been happening is he's having people from other divisions come in who may not know Oglesby very well, know their streets very well, or there's been not really part-timers, but newbies coming in, and again, not fully through an orientation period. So he's asking really just for a little patience. He's actually has a timeline that he feels that by October, he will have the main person, and then backup people in place and trained for Oglesby position, and is very hopeful that we will not have those complaints again. He has said that he has tried to work between the city clerk's office and their dispatcher. If you did not get your pickup, if there would be that notification to the dispatcher that they will assure to get it picked up the next day. That's all I have.
Thank you. Jason?
All right, I got a couple items. The first one is, a couple years ago, we had a $130,000 grant via the Capitol bill for hydrant work that we needed to do. I reached out to Lance Yednock again. He was kind enough. He did respond quickly and was able to answer some questions. I was not aware, he did make a modification in the final approved wording that gave us a little bit more flexibility. It doesn't just say hydrants, it says hydrants and other capital improvements. He talked to his aides, though. Any work that we do, if we want to get the funding, it does have to relate to the hydrants. So what we're going to do is any hydrants we have that there's an emergency for or something that needs to get fixed, we're just going to fix them. The ones that are degraded or have some coverage, we're going to hold off on those. He said it could be years before the funding comes through. I don't want to put Oglesby in a situation to where we're not going to be eligible for that $130,000 that when it eventually comes. The other thing is our lighting efficiency program. We only had one. I was hoping we'd have more, but we had one business, Industrial Pump and Repair, that took advantage of that. We're going to use the rest of the funding since it's a use-or-lose year for it. We're going to use the rest of it for the lighting around the city. Hopefully, IMEA will run the program again in the future. It's a great opportunity. The last thing I wanted to talk about is the outage we had last week. In fact, the outage was going on during our working meeting here. It affected some homes on Clark Street. It was actually caused by a contractor setting a fence post into an electrical underground. We're going to talk to that contractor and try to work out the details and see if we can make sure that doesn't happen in the future. But this just goes to show, make sure you're doing your locates and please stay out of the right-of-ways when you're doing any home improvement projects. We don't want anybody getting hurt, obviously. And that's all I got.
Cully?
Just to let people know that Oglesby will be hosting the state minor league championship tournament Saturday, July 31st through August 6th at the Bottomley Baseball Diamond. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. I really don't have anything tonight. The only thing I had here was a thank you card from the Bruce Fernetti family. And that being said, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Augubright.
Aye.
Cullinan.
Aye.
Curran.
Aye.
Mieski.
Aye.
Rivara.
Aye.